This object may be one of the most important in human civilization because it provides many benefits to us. But at the same time, it can pose a threat. And if this object were to pierce our body, what would it be like? Many would say it feels like being punched. Moreover, it can actually be not very painful, especially when tense because this hormone will make us unaware of the injury. But over time, we will feel like warm water is flowing out of our body. We'll feel panic, the heart beating faster, breath becoming short, parts of the body hurting more, and eventually fainting. Why is the effect so short? Our body is like shocked after losing a lot of blood. Okay, let's understand first that blood has the task of delivering oxygen to the entire body. If the delivery person is reduced, parts of the body won't get their oxygen supply. For example, muscles may weaken and not support standing, the brain may lose consciousness. Thirst arises because the body lacks fluids, and the more blood that comes out, the more it can cause these conditions in the body. But will all stabbings end up there? It's not certain. It depends on how much and how fast we lose blood, as well as the location of the stab. The weapon causing the stab may not be clean and can cause infection. Not to mention the damage to the stabbed part. Most injuries occur in the abdomen, damaging the digestive organs. Being stabbed here can cause paralysis, just as being stabbed there can prevent us from expressing ourselves, cause difficulties in using the toilet, and much more. Certainly not a safe place to be stabbed. However, crazily enough, some people get stabbed dozens of times and still survive, but what people often forget is that such incidents not only harm the body but also the mind. In many cases, the horror leaves a lasting mark and makes people afraid to leave their homes or traumatized. If you look at a knife, not to mention the permanent scar reminding the victim of the bitter memory. So, if it turns out it's not forever, how does a stab wound heal? So, in the first few days, blood cells will form a kind of deep fabric to cover the wound. After about 3 weeks, the fabric will dry. Here, the skin layer begins to form again, and finally, the dry fabric will come off. The blood vessels below return to normal. During this time, we must really take care of the wound to avoid infection. But anyway, if stabbed, remember to go to the hospital immediately to be treated by healthcare professionals. Yes, that's what it feels like when stabbed. That's why, even though this sharp object has many uses, don't think about doing playful or adventurous things. If paper cuts hurt, we certainly don't need to experience being stabbed. And as usual, thank you for watching this video.